Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your weekly tarot forecast. Please like, comment, and subscribe, especially if this reading resonates with you, all right? And also go check out the other readings that may pertain to you for your sun, moon, and rising sign. I think that'll give you a much more dynamic picture of what's going on this week. And you can find a link to a website where you can check out your astrological chart if you don't know your moon sign or your rising sign. You can take a look there and then just go check out that video here on this channel to get a little bit more in-depth look at your complete picture, let's say. Okay, what does Capricorn need to know for this coming week? What is the message for Capricorn? First card today, Knight of Wands, right off the bat. So we're gonna just lay out the rest of our 10-card spread here. And we're also going to do our 11th card. That is our bonus card, our confirmation card. We're going to put that right here. Not going to touch that until the very end. And we're just going to see if that can tie the reading together or give us the confirmation that we're looking for, okay? So right away, I see that there are quite a few court cards here. I mean, not a ton, but there are some that I really want to get to. The first one, like I said, was that Knight of Wands. So I wonder if this isn't in regard to this kind of older male fiery energy or fire sign in your life. I'm getting the feeling like this is this situation, this issue, whatever's been on your mind lately, it involves this person. Again, older male energy, fire sign, or just has a very fiery nature, okay? And I think kind of what the situation is involving with this person is this 10 of Cups, this like the end of the emotional saga with this person. I think maybe this is someone with whom you've really been going through the whole gamut of emotions, right? Like it's just kind of been a roller coaster of emotions. And I think that kind of comes with the territory with this, fire on fire, this Knight of Wands, a lot of fiery, impulsive, energy that's just very anxious or just very eager to get going and very impulsive, I would say. But I think that there's been a lot of shifting in emotions. You've gone from one cup to the next cup to the next and kind of bouncing back and forth. And now you're at the bottom. You're at the 10 of the cups. That's like the final road for this kind of emotional roller coaster. And I don't know for a fact that this was a romantic partner or a lover. It could be someone that you've been involved with just in terms of work and career, or maybe someone just that you lived with, but there's not necessarily that romantic component, okay? But this could be someone with whom you have like a domestic partnership or relationship, or it was like a romantic thing. But now, I don't really see any indication that there's very much feeling left in this at all. And this is the only cup card that we have. The water that we see in this is just here with this 10 of Cups. And this is saying that it's kind of at the end. There's kind of just like, you've had all you can take. There's been a lot, I think, of this kind of up and down roller coaster kind of emotions. And now I think it's just kind of done. I think that every cup has been filled. Every avenue has been explored. Every cup on this card has kind of been maxed out. And there's really nowhere else to go. There's nothing really left to fill or to explore or to try with this person. I think that it's, the emotions are kind of running out from this situation. Now, I said that was the only Cups card, but we do have another more subtle water card, and that is the Chariot, which rules the sign of Cancer, which is obviously a water sign. So this is a little bit of that watery energy. And I think what this could be indicating really is your protecting yourself against getting hurt. This is really you like safeguarding your emotions and really putting on this tough outer shell so that this situation with this person just can't affect you anymore. It can't hurt you anymore. Right? It's just kind of you're putting your armor on, you're getting that protective shell, you're safeguarding what is important and valuable, and that is your your vulnerable nature, right? Your interior life, your heart, and your soul. And I think that this card is also talking about your readiness to move on, your readiness to begin a different journey, to take a different path, to kind of to pack everything up in your chariot and just get going somewhere else that is going to be better for you, that's going to be just more correct for you and for your life, right? So we're kind of jumping around a little bit here today, and I do apologize, but I also feel with this Queen of Discs here in the kind of recent past, or just this is an energy that's being brought into the situation. And this is leading me to believe that this is more of a domestic situation, that this is somebody that you live with, that I feel your finances or your home life, your, the domestic part of it is very kind of intertwined with this person. And I feel like, like it is someone that you live with, this kind of older male fiery energy or fire sign. I think this is someone that you live with that has just been a really rocky kind of thing. It's been really up and down. It's been a bit of a roller coaster with this person, and not so much a roller coaster as in, hot and cold or angry and then loving. It's not really that kind of a roller coaster where you're just happy and sad and happy and sad and happy and sad. Maybe a little bit of that, but I think this Ten of Cups is more like just trying to find different ways to connect or to have that emotional bond, and now it's just not there, right? I think that the watery energy, that love and cup energy is just, it's done everything it could. It's been trying to fill all of these cups, and now it's just running out. And I don't think that it's there anymore. And like I said, the other water that we had was this Chariot, and this was you kind of protecting your watery nature, protecting your emotions and your inner self, and being ready to kind of move on and venture out into some other path for yourself. And your Chariot is ready to go. You've got your armor on, you've got your Chariot packed and loaded, and now you're just kind of waiting for the reason to move on and to get going, right? Maybe literally, but also figuratively. And I do think that you're living with this person still, and it's just kind of where your domestic life or finances are still kind of intertwined with this person, I feel like with all these swords that we have here, which I'm going to get to right now, I think really the highest ideal that you could hope for right now is just that this is going to be smooth and calm and peaceful and clean, and there's not going to be a lot of upset and arguing and fighting. You just kind of want things to be mellow and peaceful and just kind of amicable. So I think that the Four of Swords here is really saying that you don't want to fight, you don't want to have this argument, you don't want to battle it out. You just want things to be peace and calm and quiet and mellow, and you just want to do your thing and kind of be left alone and not get all worked up and not have to go through like any more arguing or being upset. Okay, and I also see with some more air cards, some more swords here, that part of your kind of your inner intentions or your part of where your unconscious mind is a little bit is just trying to formulate the plan for the future. I think that you have everything ready to go, and you're on the verge of kind of moving on or moving out, but you still have this need, this kind of unconscious need to really have a good plan in place. Like you really want to know step by step what you're going to do for your future, for yourself, and going into the next couple of weeks and the next month or two. So I think that, part of the reason why you're still in this situation is because you're still formulating these plans. You're still working on this Six of Swords energy, and this is just literally getting every piece in place, getting everything planned out, really analyzing everything and figuring it all out and getting that plan in order, getting everything in order before you start the actual process, right? Before you actually get that Chariot moving. Okay. In the immediate future, we see the Three of Discs. And the Three of Discs, it's interesting that it goes from this domestic situation where you two are just together, maybe your finances and your living situation is intertwined, and so maybe there's a feeling like you're kind of stuck there a little bit, right? There's kind of a complicated situation, domestically, financially. And then in the immediate future, I see that Three of Discs. So again, a discs card, a pentacle, a coin, an earth card. But this is saying that this is you kind of untangling that complexity. This is you getting out of that situation. This is you, doing the work. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be some hard work. But with the Three of Discs, it's definite movement in the situation, right? It's definitely a change of the circumstances. But it's one where you're going to be in control and you're going to be able to dictate your new reality, your new living situation, your new plan, your new kind of trajectory in life. And so with the Three of Discs, you're giving birth to your new situation, your new circumstances and reality, your new living situation or your new financial situation. It's going to be a lot of hard work. Things are changing, things are moving, but it's a move where you get to decide. Okay, you get to create it how you want, and you get to live how you want to live. Because the threes here are very close to the spirit, very close to the source. And this is really you doing what your kind of inner nature is calling for, what you want deep inside. And you're going to be manifesting that, but it's going to be a lot of hard work in the short term, right? It's going to really take a lot of effort and a lot of sweat involved here. But it's going to be worth it, I'm sure of that. Don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe to this channel. It's because of all of you that I get to keep doing this, and I really do love reading tarot for you. So thank you so much for subscribing and for all the love and support. All right. Moving on here to the Nine of Swords. Now this is interesting because we were talking about the Four of Swords being your hope and your wish for this situation, that it's just going to be calm and mellow and easy and no fighting and just let me do this. You're planning everything. You want everything to be orderly and in place and organized. You want to have all your thoughts in order, all your plans in order. But the way you see yourself is just this kind of Nine of Swords, where it's just this animosity, I think, that's in this situation. And it's a little bit of, maybe bickering or harsh words or just kind of spitting venom at each other. I think this is not so much what is happening, but this is what you want to prevent. This is what you don't want to happen. You don't want to have this painful conversation, this painful relationship with this person, or just you don't want to be hurtful, you don't want to be hurt. And I think that really ties in with you wanting to protect yourself and put your armor on and safeguard your valuables, let's say, your heart and your emotions and your inner nature. So I think you see yourself as someone who maybe is has the potential to be painful, or that maybe you're worried about hurting this person. Let's say that you're worried that with your plans and your intentions and your needs here are going to to cause some pain to this other person. And I think that that's part of your nature, where you don't like to upset people. You don't want to be the source of anyone's pain or grief or hurt. And I think, again, that's why we've got this Four of Swords up here as your kind of your wish or your hope for the situation, is that it'll be peaceful and painless and easy and smooth, because you don't want to be that person who is causing pain to other people, right? And so I see that as kind of a conflict in you, or just not a conflict, but a concern that you have in this situation. Which is understandable, but at the same time, I think that once you do have your plans in order, it is important for you to just get a move on, to do what you know is right. And additionally, this Chariot card is the only major arcana card in this spread today, except for the confirmation card. We don't know what that is yet. But so far, this is the only major arcana card. So this card has some extra special weight to it, in my opinion, and how I feel about it is that this is kind of the inevitable part. You preparing and being on the verge of getting a move on and getting out and moving and leaving. I think that is the only part that is really kind of guaranteed here. How you go about doing this, the feelings involved, the exact details of it are kind of up to chance and up to your decisions and this other person's decisions. But this card, I think, is what is pretty much destined to happen. And this is that preparing, loading up the car, and getting a move on, just driving away, getting out of there. As far as the distant future or the kind of long-term outcome, we have the Princess of Swords. So again, there's more swords here. I think this one is really you trying to be objective in the situation and realizing that while you don't want to be the source of anyone's pain, you don't want to be the cause of anyone's, upset or these kind of negative feelings or this animosity. You want things to go smoothly and calmly and kind of friendly and peacefully. But you have to also be objective and realize that you're not setting out to hurt anyone or to intentionally cause anyone, any like emotional pain or upset or cause these arguments. But at the same time, you have to do what is necessary and required for you. Okay, so it's not that you want to cause any upset or arguments or animosity, but at the same time, if that is the kind of inevitable byproduct of your actions, of you doing what you need to do for yourself and doing what is right, then I think you have to be kind of detached from that or just a little bit of objective with that. So this Princess of Swords really is saying that you're going to have to just kind of put your plan into action and do what is right for you, do what you need to do, and try your best to minimize the damage or the upset or the animosity. But if a little bit of that happens, it's kind of inevitable in this situation. It's not something that you can avoid. And the cards are saying, and I'm agreeing with that, that you shouldn't stop your actions. You shouldn't fail to act or decide not to act just out of fear of somebody else possibly getting hurt by it. Especially when you're doing the right thing and you know that it's something you need to do for yourself. I think that there's going to be some hurt feelings, some animosity there, but it's kind of unavoidable. And I think that's what the Princess of Swords here is telling us, that you've got to be a little bit detached from that so that you can do the right thing. All right. Let's see what this confirmation card is, see if this can maybe tie the reading together a little bit. What do we have here is the Six of Cups. Yeah, so I think that this, and again, we didn't have much water, right? We had the Ten of Cups, and then we had that Chariot, which is a little bit of water there. Now we have the most beautiful, harmonious, balanced, successful, just loving, great, joyous, satisfied Cup card, the Six of Cups. This is better than the Ten of Cups. It's better than the Ace of Cups. This is saying things are right where they need to be. Things are beautiful and joyous and harmonious. And I think this is the confirmation that's saying that, the result of this inevitable, remember I said that this is the only major arcana card that we have here. So this is the one that has a lot of weight and significance. And I think this is the card that is kind of destined or inevitable. And this is the packing up and getting out, right? And I think that is definitely going to lead to this Six of Cups situation, this just perfect beauty and harmony and joy and satisfaction in your life. So if this is the cause, this is the result. If this is the action, this is the kind of end state of things, all right? And I think that is a really good confirmation, and hopefully this will give you the confidence that you are doing the right thing and you are making the right decision. We're going to explore this a little bit more in the extended. If you want to check that out, you can become a member of this channel, and all of the information is down in the description box. Thank you so much.